Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today, and I'd like to thank Clade again, Ty and Shanice for partnering with the Associations Forum on these webinars. So quickly, just housekeeping as normal, we will be recording this webinar and we will share the recording with those that are in attendance. Ways to contact our presenters. We do not have the chat function today, so at the bottom of your screen you'll have two options. The Q&A, which you're more than welcome to put comments through, as well as questions, and we highly encourage the participation. And you've also got the raise hand option if you'd like to verbalize any comments or questions. You're more than welcome to do that as well. I will now pass over to Ty.
Hold on, Alex, I've just had some technical difficulties. My screen is broken. Just give me 2 seconds. Feel free to fill in the gaps while I'm doing this.
I'm happy to share.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share my screen as well. If you
can you do the screen and the PowerPoint? I don't know what's happened. My monitor's just
no worries. Can do.
That was fine like 2 minutes ago.
I know. I don't know what happened.
All good. I'll share my screen and
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that was just very spot on when it happened. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome again. This is the last webinar of our 5-part series with the Associations Forum. Today, we are talking about adapting to your new digital member using something that we've created called the MX Index. We sort of touched on it last webinar, but I thought we'll give you guys a full rundown on what we've created to help associations keep in touch with the new digital age and I guess the new world that we'll be living in. Next slide, Shanice. Awesome. Yep. So today our speakers. Oh, that page got ruined. Our two speakers are myself and Shanice. I'm sure you guys have seen us around a few of the events. Myself as the growth manager and Shanice as our functional consultant. Yeah, so if you guys have missed it, I thought I'd do a little quick recap onto our webinar series. We've hosted 4 different webinars so far, and these have been quick fire 30-minute sessions. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure they're available on the Associations Forum website. But yeah, this is the 5th one. And then today, what we'll be going through is a few key points on the agenda today. We're going to talk through the world has gone digital. What does the digital world look like? Standing amongst the noise, standing out amongst the noise, understanding your member engagement, types of different engagements out there, measuring and scoring engagement, and then we'll run through a demo of the MX Index, which Shanice will run through. The world has gone digital, and I love all these memes. I think one thing positive about COVID is all the memes that have come out. I know you guys are all loving it. This one really stuck out to us. As a IT consultancy and a specialist in digital transformation, who did lead digital transformation for your company. I'll be honest, it's never the CEO, it's never the CTO, especially never the CFO. In this day and age, it's COVID-19. So many associations have pushed forward to go digital, which has been great. And then it's also your members and everyone's experiences, your end users have also gone digital and thrown away a lot of face-to-face interactions. This is a depiction of where the world is now. This is what it was then, all these face-to-face events, and what it is now. I'm sure you guys are all tired of seeing these screenshots on LinkedIn or on social media of these Zoom meetings, but reality is this is where we're sitting now. Next one, Shanice. Yeah, so this is what the digital world looks like. It's very cluttered. I wanted to put something that was messy and confusing. We've had a few people reach out, a few of our clients reach out to us after these webinars that we hosted as well, and mentioned to us how inundated the inbox is with other webinars out there, with other different kind of virtual events or with different kind of advertisement, things like that. And then they had to decipher through which one was really important to attend. A lot of them have been very nice emails saying that it's been worth attending our sessions, which is great to hear. And we've done that through market research, understanding what people want to hear about. And I think the point of today is helping you guys stand out through the noise and creating bespoke, personalized, and targeted interactions with your members, so you guys can stand out among this noise. Yeah, so these are some other platforms And I think today we're going to help you guys stand out amongst these successful platforms at the moment. Things like LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. How do these guys leverage and connect with all the users on there? Yeah, okay. So to understand your digital members, I'm going to do a bit of a rewind. We did a webinar with the Associations Forum last year on how to engage with your millennial members. So we're going to go through how to understand the millennial members and sort of understand that. So yeah, so one thing that we broke through last time was that millennials aren't different because of their age. They're actually different because of their comfort with technology. I wanted to bring back this slide because I thought it was really relevant in today's day and age. Everyone is getting familiar with technology now. Doesn't matter what age you are, everyone's getting more aware of different platforms out there. Yeah, different interactions or different engagement types or different ways to use your mobile phone or different ways to use the internet. Everyone's getting a lot more comfortable in it. We've done so many meetings these days via Zoom and Teams, which we weren't able to do before. It's been ridiculous. Yes, at the start, it was difficult getting everyone set up. Everyone sort of had audio issues or visual issues or internet issues, but now it seems like it's the new norm. I did a meeting the other day via mobile, and I thought that was a bit strange, not being able to see their faces or a square on the box. So getting used to that, I think that was what changed. So I think everyone's sort of in that millennial area now as they get more and more comfortable with technology. This was a great way to seeing what was old and what's new. Now that everyone's more adapted to the digital platforms out there, it's a lot about speed, peer-to-peer, it's about social awareness. Your reach has expanded and it's quicker. So how does an association stay up to date and stay up to speed with interactions with everyone? We also need to understand their mindsets at the moment as well. I wanted to, okay, so this was something that we used for the millennial webinar and to understand what the millennial mindset was. And they did value a lot of community over achievements. They valued experiences over possessions and meaning over money. How did this resonate to this day and age and what we're doing now? Sorry, Shanice, go back.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. How this resonates now, and I think you want to get understanding of digital members as well. The reason why millennials sort of had this was that their experience with digital experiences and digital media out there. I think everyone's sort of on the same page. If you look at different associations like the restaurants and catering associations, the travel associations at the moment, they're all bonding together. So it's very important that we create this bespoke experiences with our members, and the only way to do that is from what we've experienced and developed is the MX Index to understand the engagement. Yeah, so how do we do that? How do we measure each person's engagement? We came up with the MX Index because a lot of associations said, hey, can your platform tell us if your members are engaged or not? Which sounded a bit difficult at the very start and sounded quite impossible to do because we can't predict on what they're doing. So what we did was, I know we sort of worked it out. I think Shanice and I and Duncan, our director, sort of broke down a 3-step process. The first step was actually breaking down the different types of engagements that we have. We did this because within CAMS, so if you guys don't know Clade, we work for a company called Clade. Within Clade, we have a product called CAMS, which is an association management solution. And within our solution, we're able to track every time a member engages with your association. So whether it being an email, whether it being speaking at your event, whether it's just clicking an email, writing a white paper for you guys, or attending an event or doing a training course, we broke down each engagement into 3 steps, which is participation, contribution, and interaction. That was our first train of thought to do. Second thought was then to create a formula. So now that we have different types of interactions and broken down different categories, we said, cool, what makes up an interaction? Because these might be smaller on the weighting scale, but these are still engagement they're having with your association. So a lot of these are digital now. So engagement on your social media, engagement on your portal, opening up a certain email. These are interactions that we weighted at a lower score. The second one was participation. So this is participating now. It could be them attending a virtual event, speaking at a virtual event. This could be just anything that they attend or do an education course. And this got a second tier level of score. and then contributing to your association. This could be,
Hi.
Yep.
Sorry, I just have someone, they missed the name of the software that you mentioned about measuring engagement. Can you just repeat?
Yep. So our software is based on Microsoft. The solution that we built off the Microsoft Dynamics is called CAMS. And then within CAMS, this is the MX index, which is a module of what we've built. If you guys want to chat further, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to discuss it. If you guys are not on Microsoft, I think there are still other ways to be doing this. This is sort of just the way that we've come up with an algorithm that we've made on how to measure this and predict it. Shanice will go through a demo after this as well, so you guys can see. Sorry, go back, Shanice. Yeah, so the last one was contribution and how they can do that. Yeah, so you can weight the score. So guys, I want to make it very clear, the scores that we have there on the right-hand side of your screen, these are just something that we've made up. If we implement this to any of our clients, we sort of sit down with the membership team, the events team, understand, cool, this is what we have right now, what would suit your association, what is more valuable to you. So we can actually move different things. So social media presence could be a big higher weighting for your association than others. So we can actually move this around. This is sort of just what we have as a standard. Yeah, next slide. Awesome. So yeah, the MX index combines all this all together. Obviously, we're not sitting there with a calculator in our hands and trying to calculate every score for each different member. We do have an automated system that automates this and assigns a different score for that. Jump in, Shanice. So yeah, so after that, so what we've actually thought about and how some associations are using our MX index now. So they have all these weighted scores and they want to utilize that to increase engagement. An idea that we came up with was gamify these engagements and having a score that's publicly listed or publicly displayed on your member portal or for your members to be able to see to reach a certain number. The higher the engagement score, obviously the higher up moving the leaderboard, and it gets them to come back to your portals or to your websites over and over again or interact with certain aspects of the association. You guys can give away prizes or have sponsors sponsoring these boards, just help you bring in a bit more revenue. I love these boards. As a millennial or someone in the digital age, I tend to go back to certain places if I am coming first, second or third or something, and just making sure I stay on top. I'm quite competitive. I'm sure some of your members are too, and they feel proud to be contributing to your association. Awesome. I think Shanice, I think it's a good time to go through a bit of a demo.
Yeah, no, sounds good. Awesome. So I'll just bring up CAMS. Great. So, all the points that Ty touched on in terms of the MX index algorithm, I thought it would be best to start from the member profile. As you can see on the screen, we do have Anna here. Anna's a member of ATA, the Travel Adventure Association. And we can see immediately that not only do we have data points on her, bio information, we also have details in relation to why she joined AT in the first place, and as well as her areas of interest. Where I want to draw your attention is really the member engagement section here. So we can see, based on all the interactions Anna has had with ATA, she's currently got an engagement score of 45, and that has situated her engagement level at somewhat engaged. So, what's happening behind the scenes here? Like, how did we get to this score? I'm actually going to show you the engagement tab. So it'll be more of a visual to show you how that actually was broken down. So here on the screen, we have all of Anna's engagement activities that she's, whether it was a participation, an interaction, or a contribution she has made to ATA, we've got that tracked here. And you can see at the bottom as well, we've got a chart to illustrate that. So all the blue we can see are the contributions she's made and the scores she's earned from engaging in those activities. And we've got interactions, which is the orange, and we've got participation. So across the year, we can see she's been fairly active. Could be better, but I just wanted to, I guess, dive into the actual breakdown and show you guys what that looks like in terms of the individual activities she's engaged in. So here we have Anna, attending webinars. She's completed courses. She's even delivered in-house training. So that helps her improve her overall engagement score. We've also got various interactions. So, every time she logs onto the member portal, every time she calls ATA, she also earns, the relevant points associated to that engagement activity. What I'll do is I'm just going to go to a dashboard. So now that we, can visually see the types of engagement activities that a member will have, we can do this across all our members. And visualize that in a dashboard. So we can see across the board, association-wide, where do our members sit? How engaged are they? So here we've got all of our actively disengaged members. Our somewhat engaged, which we saw earlier, Anna is situated in this bucket. We've got our moderately engaged and our most actively engaged. So based on this dashboard, we can also drill down. So if we wanted to send, a particular EDM to target some of our somewhat engaged members, we can do that. And the way we could go about it would be to find out why they originally joined ATA in the first place. So here I can type in why did you join ATA, and we can see a breakdown of the reasons why. So here we can see the biggest segment is our networking events. So a lot of our members joined ATA because they were interested in networking with other people within the industry, the travel industry. We have a few other people who are interested in online learning and certified training courses as well. So what we could do at this point is really target our biggest segment here, who are interested in networking events, create a bespoke event, and then an EDM to go out with that to promote them and boost their engagement levels.
Yeah, I think from that point on, just to carry on from what Shanice was talking about there, a lot of associations that we work with have found that they've saved a lot of time and a lot of guessing in investment in creating events. A lot of time associations are trying to guess what is the right event to make during this time, or what is the right way. So breaking down into different segments and measuring different engagements on how they're engaging with your association allows most of our clients to create bespoke events that are targeted and specific, so they're not wasting so much time on brainstorming or money on creating events that just aren't hitting the market or hitting the target. So this has been a great way to drill down on that. Can you actually drill down onto the members in that section, Shanice?
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is, like, everyone has access to web analytics, and you can see all the activities on your external website. But exactly what Ty mentioned earlier as well, like, we want complete visibility, not just the engagement levels on our website, but across the board, whether it's events, courses, phone calls even that they make to your association. But yeah, this is all the members that make up the chart on the left here. And we can see, if I click on networking events, it actually just brings up those 141 members here. So it's a really good way to start at a high level. I want to see all my members and their engagement levels, and then drill down into the various individual members.
Awesome. Thank you, Shanice. Can you bring up the slides?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Actually, I think I can do it now. Awesome, guys. So yeah, so from that demo, you guys should have gathered a few things. So measuring engagement levels and just maximizing your data. I think the theme of the last 4 webinars as well is about the data. We did a bit about revenue and showcasing the data analytics from your engagement to your sponsors to bring in some sponsorship revenue. It's the data that you're collecting at the moment. I know a lot of associations are using Excel. Still using Excel as a CRM. I would suggest, if it's in your budget, to find a smaller system that's somewhat collecting your data to build for the future, just so you can collect all that data and then turn that into different scores so you can measure each engagement level and then create bespoke engagements, so we're not second guessing. This would allow you guys to create targeted, personalized and specific campaigns moving forward. Next slide, Shanice. I think this one's, yeah, cool. I'm hoping everyone's getting through this. So this is the last webinar for us within the 5-part series. Hope you guys are all staying connected and finding ways to be innovative. If you guys need help or just need someone to chat to, next slide, feel free to give us a call. We're always happy to chat. Even if it isn't Microsoft or anything to do with Clade or CAMS, we are very passionate about helping out associations and coming up with ideas and brainstorming with everyone. These are our details on the screen. Feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email if you had any questions at all, if you want to bounce some ideas off each other. Alex?
Hey, thanks for that, Ty. I just want to put it out there to any of the attendees. Do we have any last minute questions? Please pop those through now, and I'm sure Ty and Shanice will be happy to answer any that come through. Just give a minute for those to come through.
Just gotta say, Ty, I feel like this is like short and sweet, right? It's one of the few webinars we've actually finished on time. We have time for questions.
Okay, it doesn't appear that any are coming through. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. And again, thank you to Ty and Shanice for, oh, here we go. Actually, we do. Okay. We've got someone asking, is this similar to what FB does at the back end?
FB?
I'm assuming that's Facebook.
I think we got the idea from Facebook. I don't know exactly how they do the algorithms. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, but we thought we'd find a simplistic way to approach it and not make it overly complicated. But yeah, so how they would measure engagement, I think it would be the exact same thing, sort of understand what you're clicking on your websites or what you're clicking on posts and things like that. But yeah, so we interact.
Sorry, Ty. I was just going to say as well, like, keep in mind that even though we've set those weightings, so 1, 10, and 20 for each of the categories, clients have adjusted that and made it 5 for participation. They've actually increased the weighting for anyone that's attended courses and events. So it is adjustable to what you guys need for your association.
Yeah, it can even be tracked on what they buy from the shop. And what you guys would usually experience from your e-commerce or online shopping experience. We sort of do a similar thing towards that as well. But yeah.
Are they off-the-shelf CRMs that have built-in analytics?
Yeah, I think every CRM has built-in analytics. It's just what you can do with it. I think we mentioned this in the marketing webinar where we talked about analytics. Analytics is great, but what are you going to do with it? At the start, it could just be numbers on a screen. It can just, but so we try to take those analytics and build our own, and how you guys can utilize it to build something else.
There's just a clarification that they're asking if there are CRMs, not is that. So there are CRMs available that have built-in analytics.
Yeah, they all have built-in analytics. Like majority do, right?
There are different types of analytics as well. So, if you talk about the marketing analytics, like CAMS has that, and some CRMs, if they don't have that marketing component, they might just have analytics sales or membership side of things. With CAMS, we do also have, in addition, so I guess it's separate. So the MX index algorithm is separate from the other analytics we have already in the database around marketing, around memberships, etc.
Yeah, you're right there, Shanice. Yeah, so there's different analytics, different CRMs, but you can always build your own. You can always ask it to do something else.
Okay. Tina has asked, we have a WordPress website. Is that compatible?
Yep, we've actually done some research on this recently. Yeah, they're definitely compatible. I should have said this as well. We actually just launched our new CAMS website called clade-cams.com.au. That's built off WordPress and connects to CRM.
Is this a plugin if you already have Dynamics 365?
If you do, feel free to have a chat to us. We can actually, if you're already on Dynamics 365, then yeah, we can, I believe, actually, Shanice, you're the expert here. I believe we can still do
Yeah, I
some
was going to say, definitely, if you're already on Dynamics 365, this MX index is actually built on Dynamics 365. So we will just provision the MX index algorithm in your environment.
Okay, and we have one final question. Do you have to add a comment to the database each time someone calls, posts on social media? How does the software capture that data?
Yeah, great question. There are actually different ways of going about it. Some associations prefer to manually lodge their phone calls. Other associations actually have their CRM connected with a telephony system, so it's automated. Same goes with social media. So there are existing connectors that will allow you to plug in to CAMs, but then also people like to do it manually as well. It's just really your preference. Yeah.
I don't know why
Okay,
they do it
that's
manually.
great.
Automation is the way to go. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
I believe that's all the questions we have, and we really have finished on time this time.
Check out our
So-
website, clade.cabs. Oh, I should have put it in the slide. Damn. clade-cabs.com.au. I'm very proud of this website. Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Ty. Thank you, Shanice. That is great. We're gonna send the recording out to those that are online. Thank you all for joining us today, and we will pass along the details to contact Clade if you have any more questions.